You're watching Let the Quran Speak. Now we answer questions we've received from you, our viewers. If you have a question yourself, you can visit our website, www.quranspeaks.com. Okay, Brother Shabir, the first question is from an individual who wonders if you believe in the existence of jinns and their possession of people.
The Quran does make mention of the existence of jinns, and so one would take it as a basic precept of Quranic faith.
You should just mention what jinns are to begin with.
Yes. Well, jinns are, according to the Muslim conception, is a sort of creature that we do not see, similar to angels in a way that we don't see them, but similar to human beings in that they have the choice between doing good and doing bad. So there are good jinns and bad jinns.
They have free will.
They have free will,
okay.
Yes. And that may be comparable to what is known in English as genie. You know, many people have the idea you rub an old lamp and the genie comes out, at least in the Aladdin story. So this is what we're referring to, a sort of creature that is invisible. Now, the Quran mentions their existence, and so Muslims believing in the Quran, as I do, would take that as a given. But now a question is, do jinns possess people, as we see happening in the horror movies where, you know, there's an exorcist coming to take the demon out of the person? In the Gospels, it is mentioned that Jesus, on whom be peace, did this oftentimes, not necessarily as depicted in the Hollywood movies, but we're referring here to the Gospels. But when the Quran speaks about the miracles of Jesus, however, the Quran does not mention this one miracle, though it mentions many others. Jesus healing the blind, curing the leper, and even raising the dead. But it doesn't mention that he cast demons out of people. Nor does the Quran or any of the authentic Islamic traditions that I'm familiar with show that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, did this, meaning that he cast demons out of people. And so it seems to me that there is no clear evidence in the Islamic tradition that demons or jinns actually possess individuals.
So where did this idea come from then?
Well, the idea.
Many Muslims believe it.
Yes, the idea is in fact very ancient. As I mentioned, it's attested in the Gospels. And so it was well known in the environment in which Muslims found themselves, and Muslims adopted the idea as well. And then they tried to pin the idea on certain verses of the Quran or on certain traditions. So for example, there's a verse in the Quran that says that those who take interest will not stand except as stands the one who is knocked to the ground by the devil's touch. And some say, well, you see, there it is. That's, you know, the person was possessed by the devil, he falls to the ground. But this verse actually speaks about the devil striking the person from the outside, not by inhabiting the person's body. In fact, when one thinks about that whole conception of the devil inhabiting a person and then causing the person to do certain acts, that would run contrary to the basic Muslim belief that human beings are responsible for their actions. Because if, for example, somebody can claim that the devil made me do it, not only by inspiring me and I follow the devil's thoughts, but by actually inhabiting my body and doing the action using my body, well then the person is obviously free of responsibility, right? Because it's not the person's own doing. But in Islam we say the person is responsible. The devil whispers, but you can or refuse to follow the devil's whisperings. So if you do something wrong, don't blame the devil, blame yourself.
All right, thank you for that. We'll leave it there.
You're welcome.
That's all the time we have. For updates and additional information, please visit our website, www.quranspeaks.com. And write to us. Your comments and questions help guide the show. I'm Safiya Ali. For all of us here at Let the Quran Speak, thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allah.